at Podcast 21 with the boys, the most dangerous podcast in the world. I don't have a good opening tonight, so we're just going to get all into it. We're going to do the go around the table, say who's here, and for our 12 listeners.
Well, I didn't know I had to come up with a name.
Well, that's okay. Just do whatever.
Well, okay, you go first.
I'm always producer Wes.
Always?
Always. Every time. No.
He's got some super technology in here. Now we have it on the big screen.
That's right.
Like a pro.
Yeah. And this guy's just a turkey. We just got a wild turkey.
Is it because he has a guinea horn?
You can call me Hen. Because I just attracted 2 toms and shot them in the head.
Is that what the kids are calling them these days?
You know, those dragons.
With all the shootings going on, I don't think that's a good reference.
the way I was looking at this, though, the other day was, what's the closest thing alive today to a dragon?
Lizard.
An alligator?
Komodo dragon. The name's in there. I win.
A turkey.
Turkey?
They're dangerous. The only thing they don't do is spit fire.
Yeah.
You're lucky I killed 2 of them.
I got chased by a moose 2 weeks ago, but you're saying turkeys are scarier?
Yeah, no doubt. Because
do
they
they do?
fly and they kill
gobble,
people.
right?
No,
Don't they
peck your guinea horn.
Yeah, and they got spurs. And
Things, sharp,
Horrible.
pointy teeth.
Horrible.
They got sperm too.
These huge teeth.
Jesus Christ.
Look
these
at
things
that. Bones.
Look at the bones. That's exactly what I think they were. It's
You're promoting turkey fear.
turkey. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
If there was something you forgot to be scared of, ladies and gentlemen,
Turkey.
turkey.
Don't let your children out of the house.
It's the new AIDS.
I'm telling you, they're dangerous. Okay,
They're taking
anyway,
over small cities in this country. Everyone knows it, but no one's talking about it.
COVID-22 is turkeys.
Anyway, you're
Dr.
all
Johnny
you're
in the
all-
house.
That's right.
Johnny.
you're all welcome because I killed 2 turkeys.
Oh, thank you.
You're safer.
You're a murderer.
Yes, I am.
And it's just not what we're about here.
Well,
Big silly.
Till I feed you that turkey breast.
Okay, look. So here's what we're some of our topics, and I think they're pretty genius. We're going to talk about.
No.
We're going to have the.
No? Sorry.
We're going to have COVID report, high tide report, sports, high tide hunting, and maybe the funniest thing that's ever happened to us. If anybody's got a good story, blow that out there. Uniforms in the military, we got to take on that. Bisexual alien abductions. It's a problem. Everyone's talking about it. What good deed have you done lately for somebody else?
And can I add one?
Absolutely.
How did what when you wear green? What is that?
St. Patty's Day.
How did St. Patrick's Day disappoint you this year?
I woke up at a truck stop naked with bleeding. I don't want to really talk about it, but it was crazy.
You had blood coming from your penis?
And a bottle of Jameson.
Oh.
Well, that's weird. Jameson.
Yep, and I had gravel on my butt cheeks. It was bad. It was bad. Don't ask me about St. Patty's Day.
Blur.
I still can't go to
That's what I just did.
Louisiana.
I just asked you about St. Patrick's Day, and that's what you told me.
Hey, a wee bit of
Blarney
something.
Stone.
Oh, they grabbed me in the Blarney Stone.
A wee.
What else? What else were you going to say about St. Patty's Day?
I was just curious how it let everybody down. I don't know what I worked that day. I didn't wear green. Nobody
Did you
pinched
really
me.
work? Did you really
For you. Fuck. Yes.
Excellent.
It's like a 7 to 7 type of issue.
Dude, I like to work 7 minutes a day,
didn't say
7 days a
which
month. That's kind of where I like to be.
You make like $6,000 a minute.
I wish, but yes. Are you talking about my modeling?
When I was a salesman, swear to God, I figured it out. I made like $1,000 an hour because I never.
That's pretty
worked.
good. That's
Literally,
really good.
literally. I tried to, but nobody would let me work. I was like, "Can I come?" No. Show you this valve and fitting? No.
That's very good. Everybody's really happy here.
The time spent actually in front of a customer doing something productive, I made $1,000 an hour.
Yeah, but this as a salesperson, you can't just consider that time as the time because getting that appointment with the customer is difficult, right?
I never thought of that as true time. I thought that was nonsense. I still do now.
If you don't put that time in, you're never going to get the sale.
Yeah, that's true.
So
But that dilutes the hour.
yeah, it does.
Hour per rate.
Right.
money per hour.
Right.
Fantastic.
And
All right.
and then
What do you want to talk about first on that list we talked about?
LSU did good in the NCAA tournament. They did.
Yeah, we're
I know
LSU fans. We're LSU's favorite podcast. We're going to start saying that a lot.
You're welcome.
We got to start somewhere. Someone's got to start listening.
Mm-hmm.
Less
Tigers.
My Longhorn sucked it up. Yeah.
Less
Yeah, we got a Longhorn in the house. What talk to me? What are you mad about? We're going into sports now. So what are you upset about?
23 turnovers.
Ooh, in one game.
You lose to
They're not paying those kids enough.
Abilene Christian.
ABC?
Fucking, how do you lose to Abilene Christian?
Dude, you got to watch out for those Christians. You know that.
The priests especially, right?
You're lucky you weren't stoned and or crucified.
Timing may be off, but you get it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, LSU played Michigan.
They
As
hung
far
in
as
there.
I'm concerned,
They played
Michigan
well.
is very good.
Yeah, they're a talented team.
And I thought we could have beat them if
Yeah.
we had a couple
Yes.
of breaks go
A
our
lot
way.
of
We
good
did not
chances,
get a
good
couple of
chances.
foul calls, but whatever. You can't bitch
At this
about
point,
that.
who are you pulling for? Maybe not who's going to win, but who are you pulling for?
Gonzaga.
That's I'm pulling for the Houston Cougars.
I am too.
Why?
I do.
Because they're Houston Cougars. Phi
Not supposed to
Slamma
be there.
Jamma, phase
Who do
2.
you have in your NCAA bracket?
I mean, Baylor
Houston?
and Gonzaga to win.
Who's winning the NCAA bracket challenge?
It
douche.
is, I think it's you.
Some douchebag.
It's you.
Wow.
Talk about just fall into stuff.
How about that?
I mean,
How about, is that not an example of the power of pessimism? Is somebody's going to sit there and study and watch basketball all year, and they're going to get their ass handed to them by me,
very good. Very
who
good.
who didn't watch a game outside of LSU.
And allegedly, you played some basketball back in the day, right?
Oh, talk to my knees.
They called you white chocolate. What did they do?
They called me.
Rainbow.
I didn't know he could shoot that
Rain
well or jump
dance?
that high.
You're like lightning, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the women's tournament's still going on.
That's okay. Wait, I have an idea. Next year, let's not do an NCAA bracket on the men's. Let's do it on the women.
That would be really hard.
Why not?
That would be harder for me to pick.
Why?
For sure.
I mean, you're picking the same way. You have no idea who these
I know.
teams are.
I don't do any research. I just
Why-
hit random and go with it.
I mean, why wouldn't we do it with the NCAA women's? How much fun would that be? I thought about that earlier.
They have next, okay? They have next.
Well, you know what? They want more support. We need to give it to them.
Right.
It starts here at POP. You
That's right.
hear
Hey,
me?
I'm in.
Title
I'm down.
IX.
I'm down.
Title
Down
IX.
with the
Next
ladies.
year, we do a women's bracket, and we watch the women's Final Four in the last game.
No, don't. I can't do that.
Yeah, it'd be
No,
hilarious.
I cannot do that.
Oh my God!
I can't, wait.
We can go and drag.
You can watch 5 minutes, but you can't watch the whole game.
If you had $600 on it, trust me, you'd be interested.
It's not worth it.
What is
Have you
this
ever sat
bitch
down and actually
doing?
tried to even watch
Yeah, it's got to
10
be at
minutes
least
of it?
1,000 or more.
Yeah, because
No.
Maybe
When you're
2,000.
at dinner and you're betting and you're on one side or the other, you're watching that game with just as much
No,
intensity
because
as
you
the
are
men.
fucking
Right.
falling asleep as soon as the ball comes off.
There's no way. There's
Oh
only
my God.
32
I have actually-
points scored.
I've tried, yesterday they
Toxic
had
masculinity, ladies and gentlemen. We don't
Texas
approve
women
of it, but he's going to
played
do it.
yesterday. I
Power
tried to
through it.
watch it. It is
The
horrible.
Lady Longhorns?
Yes, and they won, but it's like watching third grade freaking science math competition playing basketball.
But if we're at the dinner and you have one side versus the other, you might as well be watching a fucking soccer game. You're still going to be interested in every kick.
I think soccer would be more would be a lot better.
Hey, as a Longhorn, what do you think about the A&M girls that just got in the round of 16 with a last-minute shot?
Well, I watched any of that Iowa State, right? That was horrible. Iowa State's it was tied up.
Are we talking about the women's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is perfect.
Iowa
All right,
State
yeah,
they were
I
tied
love
up
it.
with 14 seconds left, right?
Yeah, we're in the boring sports category.
No.
Hello.
I'm telling you, this is
Hold on,
not
let me-
boring.
This is how bad this is. The Iowa State girl goes into the middle, stops, doesn't know what she's doing, and just throws the damn ball up.
Good for her.
A&M chick
that?
rebounds the ball.
Yeah.
Has 4 seconds of runs all the way down. None of the Iowa State girls even try to get in front of her to stop it. And She throws up a ball, hits the backboard, dribbles in.
I love
that's
that.
how she won.
I mean,
For the
that's what
win.
It was like slow motion how she was running. Her boobs was just boom, 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 boom.
Hey, we don't judge. We don't judge.
We don't
boobs.
juggle either. No.
Hey, back in the days, true story. Back in the day when I used to play at the big court in BR, we had 1, 2, 3 girls that played with us every Monday. One of them ended up being the coach for LSU. It was a big deal. And there 2 other ones were these tall girls. They were just so big. And they played with us because we suck and we're, But let me
Suck
tell you,
that bad,
they're not
right?
they're not that bad. They're just not fast. The girls are not
I bet they
fast.
could catch our asses.
No. I had
10
this
yard.
conversation with y'all. Y'all were laughing at
10
me.
yard, give me 10 yards, and they'll still catch all of us.
Have you ever,
Dude, you have a bad knee. You would make it 5 yards. They'd tackle you. Back in the day.
back in the day,
Why are you talking about old shit?
because that was when I was playing with these college girls.
Okay, go. My bad. Go
I'd
ahead.
block every shot. I mean, it was not, they weren't as
You're like,
fast.
get that shit out of here. Now you can identify as a woman and play in their league.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean they weren't good shooters, because they were. And that doesn't mean they didn't know how to fundamentally play, because they did. They were fabulous players. They just weren't as fast as the guys.
They're boring.
And it looks boring on the court, but dude, if you were to go to the court and be next to them, you might be more impressed. Maybe if they're hot. Some of them were very good looking.
What's that, CC?
Those boobs flopping around there.
That's always interesting.
It's
Jello.
sports bras, brah. They don't do that.
Sports bra,
Depends how
bruh.
big they are, right?
I never saw a girl with
Oh,
big boobs.
by the way, all the jokes we made about the power of pessimism, diapers, man diapers, all that stuff.
Oh, we selling diapers now?
those, all those things exist.
Flying off
I was
the shelf.
goofing around and went digging around, and all of it exists. Man ponds, all of it, dude.
Well, depends. I mean,
Right.
we knew that.
Right, but it's like the athletic stuff. I'm still here to tell you, we're going to revisit this one. I would just wear that all the time. Why not?
A
Convenient.
diaper?
Yeah, I'm peeing right now. You can almost hear it. But Depends are so good, you're never embarrassed in those awkward moments when you're accepting an award in front of 500 people and you're peeing at the same time.
And you're shitting your pants
And no one knows.
until they smell it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That just makes sense to me. What do y'all think?
Why would you waste time? You wasted so much time to go to the bathroom.
Oh, and with
Just do it right
COVID,
there.
you can't trust anything.
I kind of
Right.
like the time alone.
Yeah.
Watch
Then
a little
just walk
YouTube.
off to the side and take a crap in your
Oh, I
pants.
guess my porn life would go away then.
Part of it.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
My-
The other
Why does
issue,
wearing a diaper have to affect
all of our
that?
all of our
you go and
parents.
sit down on the toilet.
Just watch diaper porn.
Oh God,
And
is
then
there
my-
such a thing? I didn't know that.
Rule 34,
Now, you
man.
maybe just taught me something I don't want to know.
Producer Wes.
Are you familiar with Rule 34?
Which is
There's
Diaper
like
porn.
99 rules on the internet or whatever come up by 4chan, if you're familiar with 4chan at all. If you're
course
not,
everyone is.
don't.
back in the
All
day.
Fortran is
that.
an old language.
Right. So Rule 34 says that if it exists, there is porn of it.
Okay. No, I totally agree with that. I just
Okay.
haven't typed in diaper porn yet.
Yeah, feel free to.
I'm
He's
not.
going to do it today. He's going to do
I'm
it
gonna
today.
pass.
I want to find some human dolphin porn.
I'm gonna pass on diaper
Rule
porn.
34.
But hey, so
It's
when
got to be out there.
our parents were doing their thing, there was a
What was their thing?
magazine rack next to the toilet. Give me a break. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. You and that's why. Wait, hang on. 1, 2.
Got to go through his notes.
Okay, my community service announcement today is fight phone feces, because it's where that comes from.
Oh, I mean, come feces. Come.
Say that again. Say that again.
Sure.
Come.
iPhone feces.
Fight phone feces. Wash your hands often. Wash your phone in a mixture of 1 part muriatic acid, 1 part alcohol.
The
disclaimer is-
muriatic acid.
It's gonna fuck your phone up, and that's what's so funny
He'll
about
clean the
it.
shit out of it, though.
There won't be any more phone feces. But I mean, think about, I thought about this the other day when I was on YouTube and I was on the phone. I was like, the feces, because I was like, wiping myself and I cleaned.
Oh.
And I was like, oh man, I gotta put some uric acid
Put some
phone. And
I thought, dust all over your phone again?
Yeah, man. And if you think that dust, exactly, you know what I mean. So wait, think about it.
The butt
so
dust
all
eliminator.
Of those that Field and Stream magazine that you used to look at next to the toilet, guess what?
Oh God,
magazine feces.
It's filled in cream.
Magazine feces. I'm telling you.
Why don't we come up with a magazine filled in cream, and you can imagine what it's all about, and they're doing it in a field.
Own feces. I'm telling you, it
Own
is
feces.
It's one of the scourges of America that needs to be. President Biden needs to attack.
Running rampant in America.
It's passing COVID from person to person. We all know that.
Another thing killing people are visual aids.
Follow the science.
You go blind and then you die of AIDS. It's not good.
Follow the science.
The science that said wear 7 masks. The science that said it was on the counter. The science that is now saying if you get your vaccine, COVID report.
Boom.
Oh yeah, let's talk about COVID.
Yeah, if you get your vaccine and you had the antibodies, they said earlier you don't have to get it because you got the antibodies. Now they're saying you do have to get it with the antibodies. It changes every week, man. It's kind of ridiculous.
No, it
Science
doesn't.
changes all the time anyway about anything.
Fact of the matter is, they want
because they're always
everybody to
wrong.
get the vaccination.
Right.
They want the vaccination to be 100%.
Yeah. And for the record, since we're rolling now, last episode, Dr. Johnny Lawrence and I got in a little bit of a debate.
Oh, yeah.
Were there fisticuffs?
No.
Too scared to produce
It was a
vaccine.
respectful debate.
Dude, he knows Kung Fu.
He's
Right.
from Texas.
Well, I concede he is correct. I did look it up.
What?
His point was, if I remember correctly,
Oops, sorry.
if I remember correctly,
You said he was right, so I was looking for that.
he was right. Yes, I was wrong. He said that you can't get COVID once you get the vaccine. Sorry, no, I was saying that.
Yeah, I was about
he
to say,
said
that
you
is
can.
true.
He can't, and you can. And you can spread it even at that point. The whole point of the vaccine, as far as I understand, is that it cuts down on the severe symptoms of COVID and hospitalization and death. There's been no deaths reported due to the vaccine or of people that got the vaccine and then got COVID. No one has died.
And you're supposed to be checking our information.
And
No, I'm telling. Yeah, well,
People have died of the vaccine.
But there
Correct.
has been deaths if you consider miscarriages deaths.
Oh, that's
Okay.
now you just.
No.
Liberals don't. though.
Ladies that have
Oh,
that are pregnant that have gotten the vaccines, more and more are coming out. They're showing that's causing that. But that's one of the things that the
I miscarried.
vaccination people are telling you. If you are
You should have
pregnant,
been miscarried.
Don't take it.
okay. And people are doing it anyway.
People do it anyways.
Huh. I did not realize
EQ,
that.
I think the world would have been better if we'd have been aborted.
You know what? You know
It'd have
what?
been a
I
better
think
world.
about that every day.
I agree. No.
You know,
Yeah, absolutely. See,
pre-suicide.
even the people know us closest think we would be better aborted.
Hey, so here's a follow the science. Ready? So a buddy that I work with every day, and he is a healthy dude, and he lives a healthy lifestyle because he doesn't drink that much, and blah blah blah. He took the Johnson & Johnson, the one you only take one shot.
Right.
Last night, his fever was 103.
Was he hallucinating?
He's fucking like
Was he hot-blooded?
29
I couldn't
years
see.
old. I'm
Got a
thinking,
fever over 103.
his wife called me and was like, what do we do? And I was like, bring him to the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shoot him.
kill him. He's dying.
Kill him before he kills y'all.
As an adult, 103
You're an
is
adult?
severe.
That is severe. That's brain
That
damage.
is severe.
Oh, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
that's rough. And that was from the COVID vaccine. And he never had COVID, but I'm hearing, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, doctor, if you have had COVID in the past and you take that first test, that first shot,
Mhm.
it seems that you react a little stronger.
That's what I've heard.
No doubt. I wonder why. Okay, it appears that way. Well, I don't think that John had it. I don't think that John ever tested positive, although he was tested once negative. They told me, and it was just strange. that he had such a strong reaction to
Well, I'm just
the Johnson & Johnson,
Warp
which is
speed.
a one-shot.
Saving lives. Warp speed, saving lives. Terrific. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank God for Joe Biden.
Damn, fucking Trump fucked us again with that vaccination.
God
Warp
damn.
speed.
I know he got it here too quick. What a fantastic.
Follow the science. So Biden
this
had
is a turning.
Biden had a press conference today. How'd that go? Did anybody watch it?
I did not.
Yeah, we heard it. You didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
I have a thing here. Hold on. Pretty much puts it in perspective.
I don't pay attention to anything, man.
It's
Well, because he's in office, you should pay attention because he's in
here it
office.
was. I have a
Oh.
soundbite. A
Here we go.
soundbite.
Oh, wait, I thought we were going to do
I
that.
should have guessed.
Yeah, right.
that's Joe right there.
We have better than that.
That was
Wait,
the press conference.
what we need to do, like there were 4 or 5 different times. That poor guy does not need to be president of the United States
Why?
because
Dude, he's the president of the United Canada of Mexico.
not able to perform.
He's a North
the
American
duties
badass.
president.
Oh, what do you mean? Clarify yourself.
He's not physically able to.
Okay, so he can't climb stairs sometimes. But
Oh wait, I didn't think
And
of
he
that.
forgets
I didn't
who
think of
his-
that, but that was
He
funny.
forgets the name of his new Secretary of Defense that he chose.
And
Oh,
today during the press conference, he had 4 or 5 foul ups.
okay, well, how many times did Bush fuck up? How many times did Trump fuck up?
Not
how many
that
times
many.
did Obama
None.
fuck
Whoa,
up?
Not that many.
Trump never fucked up.
Oh, right,
not
right.
that
He was
many.
perfect. He was the
And
perfect
Obama,
president.
Obama never
But wait,
fucked up.
Right, of course.
But wait,
Obama has spoken.
But that's the point. My point is, you can't criticize Trump for his 1 or 2 slip-ups and not criticize Joe for his 38.
I don't think anybody.
You
First of all,
can't-
Trump had more than 1 or 2. Second of all, no one's
No,
denying.
I'm talking about
that
in
Joe's not
one
perfect.
press conference. I'm not talking about during the
I don't know
presidency.
what the big deal is,
Oh, okay.
dude. He fell up the stairs. That shows virility.
That's pretty talented.
It was
He's-
the
Virility.
footwork was fantastic.
Yes.
Mad hops.
He had to
Mad
practice that,
hops.
right?
It was like he fell once and he goes, and for my next trick, boom, and he falls again.
And he still saluted when he got up there.
Right, of course. Got to be respectful.
I hope the dude didn't hurt
Kamala
himself. We're just
did.
goofing with
He's
him.
classy, at least. You got to
And
give him that.
Kamala was sitting there
Not too sure
cackling,
about that.
laughing.
What was-
So
You're not supposed to.
Biden had 65 days before his first press conference, right?
Yeah.
9 days
To study.
37 executive orders
Zam.
before that press conference.
What
Okay.
his priority was.
Trump
So-
had 17.
And did a press conference on day 3 and never
Same
stopped
amount of
doing
time.
it.
Yeah, but one of those executive
for that
orders
same
was
amount of
so
time.
we can play female sports as men, and I'm down.
I guess the trick
And open
is
the borders up now. I mean, even Mexico's president's like, this is.
we're not taking them back.
No. The policy that Biden has is causing a ruckus coming through Mexico.
I literally heard him blame Trump for that. But the reality of Biden is this.
Mhm.
How? Whose dogs are those?
I have no fucking clue.
This
dude.
goddamn
We're in the ghetto. I
podcast
mean, that's what
Jesus.
happens in the ghetto. It's a dogfight going on.
Here's the trick to me.
in the ghetto.
Whatever you criticize
Funky ghetto.
Trump for,
EQ cries
you
and a
have
woman
to
dies
take
in
that
the
same
ghetto.
criticism
Right.
towards the next guy.
I disagree.
And that's not consistent.
We lost the iPad.
we had a
behind the
little
couch.
iPad
I think it's
malfunction.
gone.
Oh, this is
I
really
love
good.
I love the idea of
We had-
setting a precedent. Okay, and I'm telling you, Democrats more than Republicans, because I really listen to it.
I
Democrats
like when you do that claw move.
They forget the
Oh,
very
everything's coming down now.
Oh, Jesus,
it's all
goodness,
over.
Queen.
We lost the
You
iPad behind the
can't-
couch, and
you-
now everything's gone to shit.
You can't say something about Trump and then disregard the same thing about the next
no,
president.
you can't.
I don't care.
No, you can't.
You
I
have to
agree.
be consistent, or you're a fucking asshole.
If there is actual, if that is actually happening, then yes,
It
I
is.
agree.
No, it is.
No, it's not a
and we
hanger, it's
are
a-
It is.
acknowledging it.
Okay.
Like, yes,
In the
Trump
press.
fucked up, and we made fun of him for it. And Biden is fucking up in some.
Oh no, we lost more now. For the love of
Yeah,
freshness.
just give up. We'll get it later. But yeah, so Biden's fucking up too, and everyone's acknowledging it.
Is
No one's
he?
ignoring it.
Is he?
Dude,
No.
he's not.
Is he
not
fucking up?
So
No
he's
way.
messing up when he's speaking. But
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's policy.
The way the media went after Trump when he fucked up. He fucked up a lot. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
And the way they're approaching Biden,
Wrong.
oh, that's just Joe. That's just Joe.
And
This
that's
is-
true.
It's
And
It's
it's
different.
not. It's not.
I mean,
you can't
look,
say it's not fair because then you sound like
I wasn't an Obama fan, right?
Okay.
But he fucked up, and
And you are a man
I'm
of
not
color.
gonna-
the
argue with that.
conservative media
Right.
attacked him,
Right. They did.
while the other side didn't. Same thing with Trump. Trump didn't get attacked, but
Yeah, he did.
not
He
by
did.
not by the
CNN.
not by the right.
I've seen Fox disagree with Trump on not Fox and Friends and like Sean Hannity and all that, but like
But not as bad as they
Right.
went. But my thing is, it should be, if you're going off on a president because of this issue,
right.
it should be across the board.
And that's
And
not.
it's really not.
I don't disagree
not.
with you there.
And I think Fox is more fair than CNN. And who was the
Depends
asshole?
on the program, first of
And they're
all.
both
I
owned
don't
by
care.
giant corporations that don't give a shit about you.
Exactly, and that's the message. No, that's the message is what you're listening to, but you might not understand. But the reality, what's his message do?
Whose message?
The message for CNN is
His credo?
what was the guy
Don't do drugs.
who would mess with Trump during the who's the
There are a
the
couple of them,
reporter,
yeah.
the dude that kept,
what was the guy?
I forgot his name. I
What's
know
his
what you're
name?
talking about
Blake Tamlinson.
His career is over, right? Because nobody
done.
knows his name. We don't even know his name. and
Bevilacqua.
he was
Tom
he was
Conoligas.
in the news for fucking with Trump every time he had a press conference. You know what's funny? Peter Ducey, who is the new asshole from CNN, and I
no,
don't
he's
like,
Fox.
I know, but he's the new asshole, like the guy from CNN.
Right.
And you know what?
Oh, they didn't call on
Biden
anybody
didn't
today
even
from
call
Fox.
on him. What a goddamn
Don't want opposing?
motherfucking pussy!
They
If he
don't want
can't
opposing,
handle
no.
if he can't handle a simple question,
Triggered.
I'm triggered.
Meghan Markle is a beautiful woman.
Meghan Markle's a fucking douche. I have it all right. Why am I always right?
Rageaholic.
I'm always right.
And Cuomo is a badass motherfucker.
You got to know, Captain
Cuomo's-
Asshole is usually pretty mellow
You know,
until he gets a microphone in front of him.
the reality is Democrats seem to have some sort of ironic.
Hey, man, what are you complaining
Personality.
about? Right now, they're bombing all kind of countries. They're starting to fight with Korea. They're bringing back war, dude. Aren't you a Republican? Don't you love war? Well, so do they.
I don't know. No, I'm not.
I know.
I'm not a Republican. What
America
am I?
loves war.
What am I?
America loves
You're
war.
drunk. I don't know.
I'm purple.
I'm independento.
I'm
Purple.
independent too.
We're going to develop.
Heard.
Yeah.
We're going to develop this party. This party's going to take root. We're going to get
Party.
Tulsi Gabbard and
He's
Dan
awesome.
Crenshaw to get on our team. They're going to run for president, and they're going to get like 38 votes.
And
We'll win.
And they'll
dude,
win.
We'll win with 38.
it's a perfect mix.
Fine, we'll just
Seriously.
disenfranchise everyone else that doesn't
Democrats
win.
No, but
suck.
there's,
Republicans
he's a
suck.
Republican.
Fuck you,
She's
fuck
a
you.
Democrat. They both have great backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be the perfect ticket in my mind.
To me, it would.
You got both sides. You got a dude and a girl and the thing, and everything's happy and everybody's happy. And
Yeah.
And they're serious about
yeah, they're serious.
the stuff that matters in
Tulsi's
foreign,
impressive.
foreign
I mean,
policy. And I don't know what to do here in the U.S. sometimes because you can't win. But foreign policy,
there
I
you
thought
go.
was
Power
always
pessimism moment.
Yeah, I always thought was the
You can't
federal
win.
government's job was to represent all the states on a federal level. The
Right.
states handle their own shit, and the federal government's supposed to handle the world, not the other way around. And Democrats like to stick their finger in the fucking parish. Sorry,
That's fine.
county.
Paris, we're in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not where they belong. Build the fucking highways, keep the bridges up, and leave the local governments alone. Are we all in agreement?
Oh yeah.
Am I boring anybody?
Don't tread on me.
And give me some federal dollars
Hey,
when I get
man.
a hurricane.
Will you give me an AR-15 for Christmas?
I already got you one.
Come on. Did you get it painted like I asked?
Purple.
It's purple.
That's what I'm giving away for Christmas this year.
Purple
I'll take one.
AR-15s.
Hell yeah.
Purple ARs.
I came into a little bit of money with the PPP, and I'm going to totally misspend it. Okay, I'm going to get another one, right? We're all going to get another one.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to go buy
for
a
this year.
shit ton
Her ass is
of
even purple.
AR-15s and just give them away for Christmas. Is that illegal?
No.
don't
They've
think
extended
so.
the PvP.
I mean, they're going to pinpoint like 1 million murders back to me, but
A million?
I
be all right.
know.
A million.
It's Christmas, man.
All you got to do is vote Democrat, and they'll forgive you.
I'm a
Yeah,
giver.
You'll have an alibi. Like, oh, he voted blue. Okay.
Hey, was the guy who shot up the grocery store
Another
the,
handsome shooter.
Was he a Republican or a Democrat?
Who knows what they're telling you? I don't
He
know.
had to be a
He had a
Republican.
gun. I mean,
He had to be a Republican.
I know Democrats that have guns.
White guy.
yeah, honestly, me too. But
Loser
Come on.
white guy, dude. He was an idiot.
hey,
Was it an AR-15?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I could look that up real quick. Where
He-
was that again?
It
Light gun?
like it. It looked like it wasn't. It wasn't the good model. It wasn't the XL series. It was the other one.
He looking like a man.
And walked like a lady.
What a fucking asshole. So if he would have just shot himself first,
Everything would be cool.
it'd be great.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And I wish that dude would have people
Killed
killed
himself.
himself.
Hey,
Is it right?
Start with
What's going
my-
on?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I
Hey,
have
on
no
a-
idea what gun.
On another note, I guess we're really going power of pessimism. We're talking about mass shootings.
Wow, that's what I was in the news.
We're talking about the news, current news.
Let's see if I can read it.
It was an AR-15 style.
Here's a
pistol.
tweet from Michael
Oh, it's a
Moore.
pistol, but they call the pistol.
But
like,
AR-15s aren't pistols.
but they
Can you read
look
it? Do
that
you
up
mind?
where they call them pistols, but they're an AR-15.
Hold on, we got a tweet
I
from
know, it's style
Michael
pistol.
Moore,
It's weird.
a friend of the show, Michael Moore.
Michael Moore tweeted after the Colorado shooting. The life of Ahmed al-Alisa shows that people can come from all over the world and truly assimilate into our beloved American culture. That was about 24 hours after finding out the shooter.
Who is
Whoa.
that? What the fuck
Who
is
is
that? mean?
Michael Moore.
Amanabadabalamannar? Who is that?
So is that the shooter? Amalabada?
Lamanabadibalar?
I don't understand what that means. Was he
We're just here to
supporting?
confuse.
So CC,
He's basically saying American culture is guns and killing.
so since Abdullah killed these people, he was probably a terrorist or something with a name like that. Must be a
He was
terrorist.
mentally
Probably
disturbed.
just a-
He's a
yeah,
ter-
I mean,
he's
now
a
mine's
Muslim guy.
I can't.
Yeah, terrorists.
So when Mike
I can say that because I'm Hindu and we don't like those people.
when Mike Moore says this after when's the last time we had a mass shooting? I mean, it was a long time ago, right?
Right.
Like last week.
So he just shows up, and now that there's a Columbine issue, he shows up because that's where he made all his money. That fat fuck.
Yep.
Can he
That
find
fat
anything else to do?
How much sex
Except
doesn't
eat. All
he
he
have?
does is fucking eat.
What a fucking douchebag!
Man, can you imagine what his shorts smell like?
You talk
That
about
hat.
You talk about a diaper.
Dude, I don't want to see this guy coming out of the shower. I'd
Jesus.
never be the same.
Some
I don't think he
serious
showers.
swamp
I don't
ass.
think
If I
he showers.
see him in an airport, I'm going to trip him and just see if he can get up.
I don't know what I would do. I would do something.
He can't get up.
I mean,
by
it'd be-
himself.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to be mean to the guy, but I'd
I
do
would.
something.
I would be
Can't.
mean to
Go
him.
walk up to him
There's
and
I'd be mean
threats.
to him.
No
yeah, I
threats.
just
Like,
maybe I know what I would do. I would go eat a burrito at Chipotle, and
Shit
then I
on
would
him.
go crop dust him
fuck
and just
yeah.
crop dust all around him.
And he'd say, "What
That's
are
how
you,
you.
a Trump supporter?"
That's how you win right there.
Right
That's
there.
right. That's a win.
You can't prove that it was me crop dusting.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Oh, Dr. Johnny's out.
Wait, before you
Taking time to
leave,
be a dad.
I know, but wait, before you leave, say something prophetic.
No pressure.
What is? Can you define that word? I don't know what that word means.
Texas wins the national title.
Oh, it's not happening.
I think they lost already.
They did.
I had them like going to the final fucking four.
I had him going to the 8
Ay, ay.
bastards. But one thing about
Nice.
Texas is there's no more COVID there.
Oh, they cured it again.
Good
Cured it,
news.
yeah.
Well, let me
Cool.
tell you, in New York, it's coming back strong. You know why?
Because
Cuomo's
Cuomo.
a great leader.
He is.
Cuomo.
God bless Cuomo.
God bless that fucker.
Come over here and check my sausage. Come in, sit down. You get out of here, Vinny. Get out of here. Send her in. Send her in on my sausage.
Touch my brother's
Come here,
sausage.
broad. What a broad you are.
Lick on my sausage. Touch
Man.
my brother's sausage.
Man, do you have a little sister? You are one hot broad.
Bunch of goombas, man.
Brony.
Douchebags.
Check
Hey.
my nipples.
Hey, is this yours?
No, that's mine.
Hey, you might need to understand that if you go back during these podcasts when all these people are listening,
Just saying,
you
I
can
wouldn't
go
say
back
it to
in
his
time
face.
and you can listen to me railing on those two douchebags. I
Yep.
was right.
You did
were
it.
right.
You
I
were
was
right.
right.
This is always right.
Why am I always right?
Money.
Why
monkey.
am I always right?
So Cuomo, now what's his brother doing now that his brother's in trouble?
I thought that
Chris
I saw
Cuomo.
something tonight that he was having issues with something. We need to our producer needs
If I had to guess, it would be a pounding sensation in the rear. Is
from
that
his brother.
no? Just Chris in general. Yeah, Fredo.
Right.
Sorry, I meant to call him Fredo.
You
But,
know,
you know,
I stick by my story.
they turned on those guys so fast it would blow your brain hole.
They eat their own. I mean, except Bill Clinton, they gave him a pass.
Oh,
Hey man, that guy.
dirt on you, man.
That was a 50-year-old man getting a blowjob from a 20-year-old intern. You if Trump does that, he
What
is
happens?
in jail. You hear me? That's the reality of that, right?
He gets the old gong.
There's
not.
he's a pedophile.
Boom.
He is. That's the
Popcat says
definition
Bill
of it.
Clinton is a pedophile.
How old was what's her name when she got spooged on her blue dress?
She was old enough to get
Yeah,
spooed
she's
on
old enough.
Older
to get the presidential signature.
Not a pedophile.
She was
yeah.
an intern. He was abusing
For the
his
record,
power.
we're kidding. Bill Clinton is not a pedophile.
It's
we
more
love
of a
him.
creep. It's more of a creep.
Well,
More of
I
a
don't know. He
creeper.
went to Pedophile Island how many
Like
times?
he might accidentally stick his hand in your pants if you're not paying attention. But
He went to Pedophile
you know,
Island how many
he's
times?
under a lot of pressure.
And we quit talking about that. Why? Why'd we quit?
I choose life.
Yeah,
Oh.
Here's your life. Hey, we quit
I'd rather
talking.
not
No one can
die.
We
recognize
quit
this from the
talking
video,
about
right?
that. What else did we quit talking about? How about
Giselle,
Biden's
Ghislaine.
fucking son?
that
How about-
dude, man,
How
he
about,
just hit the
why
mother
are
load.
we talking about that? Hunter Biden.
Why? He won. He won. It's over.
He's winning.
He's probably going to get more money from the
He's
Russians.
winning. So now he's back at the Russians getting more money
Probably.
and then blaming Trump for it.
Probably.
Isn't that what Democrats do? They just do what they do and they blame the other guy for it.
Probably.
Listen to me. It makes sense.
It's serious now.
Listen to me, 12. Listen to me, our 12 people listening. Whatever the Democrats are doing, they're blaming the other guy for
Please
it.
put those glasses on, Joe Biden.
This has been going on for years. I called it.
Oh, yes.
I called it 20 years
Video
ago.
that.
You have to listen to me.
A message from the president.
When you listen to a Democrat complain about what they are saying a Republican is doing and not actually doing, it's exactly what the Democrat politician is doing, and the public is that fucking stupid.
The sheeple.
They believe it.
They have the blinders on. America has
Listen to
blinders.
me. Listen to me. Whatever they're saying, they're doing.
Whatever they're accusing,
Whatever they're accusing,
they're doing.
that's a better way to say
Could
it.
the same not be said the other way around?
No,
Probably.
I
Tell
disagree.
me. Give me some examples.
You give me some examples of what you're talking
You give
about.
me
first.
some examples of what y'all are talking about.
I don't even know what an example means. What are you talking about?
Okay. All
Can you
right.
put it in a sentence?
What
Yes.
fucking sentence?
Yes.
Look it up on Urban Dictionary. Oh, we were on Vaxholes, by the way.
The answer is yes. And next time I will come up with specific examples.
Did you just
I'll
grab
look for something.
producer
I
Wes?
did. I grabbed it
man
because I
boob?
was so mad because I can't think of
It was
like one
kind of
example.
pseudosexual. This
But wait.
is weird.
But my point to
Not
you
that
is
there's
this.
anything wrong with that.
And I'm not trying to tell you you're wrong. I'm just
Me neither.
saying I find it fascinating.
Yeah, you are. That's exactly what you're saying.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
He's having trouble with
Dude.
it. But
We hired
It's
this
just
guy to
$1,000
but
idea.
when you
do the
watch
video, and he's broken
the news,
5 things in the house.
It's like, here's an example, Cuomo.
That's Miss Captain Asshole.
Yes, Cuomo.
Okay, we're having two
was already
conversations at
cracked.
once, but we're gonna
It was.
beep. He's the producer just
I
beep.
beeped at you.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
We're talking about
Are you
something.
backing up?
No, you need to talk about something
I just
before
beeped.
you listen.
Okay, hit me.
You can add to this.
Is this the lightning round?
Cuomo, right.
Cuomo,
Yes.
whom I doubted from day one. Why?
Kind of an asshole.
Why
That
would you
fucking
go
asshole.
on national television
Mm-hmm.
with your brother on CNN? CNN's no joke, man.
They think everyone loves them.
I don't know. They're kind of a joke.
They think everyone.
No, they're
dude,
not.
they think everyone loves them.
They have half the
Yeah.
country that listens to them. Or
No, even
With
though
a grain of salt, though.
40%.
I think that half the
they
country,
have no support.
you've got your hand over the lens.
that bottom left.
There you go.
Truth be told, it's our first time doing this.
But my point is, and listen to me because
Please,
this
for
is
the love of God.
quit interrupting. All right, listen. So Cuomo is doing what he's doing during the pandemic, and my wife and I would sit in the room and I would yell at the television saying that can't
Would
be
he
right.
yell back?
No, yeah, kind of. And they were giggling and talking about their grandmother and the stuff that they did. And I
You're
watched
talking about the
this.
soft interview they did.
Soft every fucking night.
They were asking him his favorite color. and
Every
stuff.
night. And then all he was doing was criticizing the federal government.
Right.
He was criticizing Trump.
Right.
Okay. Trump is the federal government.
Executive branch, right.
That's a better way
Good
to put
call.
it.
Good call.
So you're criticizing the executive branch.
Right.
A lot of the people in the executive branch are the same people in place right now as the Trump organization, presidency, whatever.
You mean the
A
Biden?
lot of them changed. No.
What are you talking about? Don't
I'm
compare.
confused.
Don't
Okay,
compare
listen.
me to him.
Listen, the
That was
government
Joe.
Right.
is a very big proposition, right?
Right.
The heads
You know, I invented government.
are don't mess me up. So you've got a new president and he changes the top, but
The
he can't
cabinets.
change everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of the same people in the same place. When Obama was in office, then whoever, Trump, then this guy.
Right.
Those people don't necessarily change. It's a consistent model.
Correct.
So when Cuomo is bitching about the federal government, i.e., he was just bitching about Trump,
Gaslighting.
then now that Biden's president, he's not bitching about the federal government, which the same people running the show doing the same fucking thing. So I called him out way back when and said he's full of shit.
You sent a nasty text.
Yes.
I remember.
You want me to
2
read
a.m.
it? You want me to read it?
No.
It was a fabulous email to CNN.
Well versed indeed.
And they never responded.
course not.
Fuck CNN.
Yeah. No.
Because it was a well-crafted fuck you about the Biden brothers, not Biden, although that is like sneaky backdoor.
Cuomo's.
About the Cuomo brothers
Right.
doing the wrong thing. What they're doing is inconsistent. It's wrong, and it won't hold up long term. You're making a mistake.
It's
You need
childish
to figure it out now.
and
Because
rude.
when Biden is elected, because I figured Trump would never get reelected, he's going to have to walk all these words back because it's the federal government that
They'll
was
never
making
check
these
it. They'll
decisions.
never. They'll,
Right.
And they don't check it.
they'll never double check it.
So why am I so smart?
Because you just are.
Because those motherfuckers, the rest of the country is that stupid?
Do you not think that?
Well, they got blinders. America
I
has
can't be
blinders.
that. I
Going
can't
back
be,
to that.
I made it like a C average in school. I can't be that smart.
You're still above average.
I don't think so. Well, maybe so.
I think you are.
Generally.
That's some good self-promotion there.
So I feel like if I was president, everything that I would say would be judged for 100
and
years.
you'd be of the pessimist
Absolutely.
party.
And that's not what Trump did.
Right.
You're going to be our delegate.
That's not what Trump did. And that's not what Biden's doing, because Biden is, to me, a sorry excuse for a leader, because he was the one person they could put up that would
They couldn't
somehow
fight back.
win. And they knew that. They know the numbers. It's sad.
I agree
It's
with
sad.
you. I want to say I
feel
voted
sorry
for
f-
Biden,
I feel sorry for the old dude.
and I do too. And I voted for him because he's not Trump, and I knew he's the only other person that could win. I don't think he was the best candidate as far as like for the Democratic Party. What they could
Who
have
did
put
you think
forward.
the best candidate was?
Well, that's a
I
different.
have
Can I
my
guess?
idea.
Can I guess?
I have what?
I'm thinking Bernie.
So I like
Oh.
Bernie, but I think he's a little too radical.
He's way too much out there.
Okay.
Okay, who was your pick?
I think Yang, actually. Andrew Yang is, if I had to pick just one person to win, because he had a lot of the moderate support. A lot
And
of
he's
people in
well
the middle.
spoken.
He is very
Isn't he
well
a Chinese
spoken.
communist?
He's not a communist.
Doesn't he work for the Chinese Communist Party?
Yeah, actually, you're right. He does.
I could be wrong.
Secretly.
That's probably not right.
Yeah.
So did
was
you
the
know
name?
who Tulsi Gabbard was before they kicked her off the stage?
No.
Okay, I didn't either. I mean, I watched that
Got
debate.
in Mamala's face.
She got
man. That
like
was pretty
one
cool.
thing. She bitched at Kamala.
Yeah.
And Kamala, they ran off very quickly too.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? She wasn't even up for the nomination.
Yeah.
Interesting that they brought her back. Was it what or
It was a
conspiracy
smart
theory?
move. It was a smart move.
Conspiracy theory would say, if you remember, Biden was early tapped.
Right.
He didn't say anything wrong. He was very non-committal during he let all Bernie and all
Pulled
those
Kamala
guys
out of the primaries
you know,
Right.
do all that
early,
stuff.
so she
They
can't
pull
trip
her
over her
out.
own words.
She's a black woman that
Yes.
whatever she says that she did in San
Good
Francisco.
looking black woman.
I thought before I understood who Tulsi Gabbard was, I liked Harris. I still do. because I think she's beholden to who? The corporations. She is. That is the beauty of the
Okay.
situation with her is that
No,
she is
really?
a Republican in a fox
Sheep's
clothing.
clothing.
Come on. All government elected officials are beholden to the corporation.
But she had to
she-
suck dick to get in her position.
And I
Willie
hated-
Jackson, San Francisco.
I hated that.
Slurbid durbid.
I hated hearing that because I just thought she had an affair with a guy that she really admired. So what? Who gives a fuck?
Sure, dude.
You know, Clinton had an affair with his intern.
Right.
Biden had an affair with probably
Yeah, she's coming
people
out
we
with
don't
a new,
know about yet.
Yeah, have you seen her new book?
And Trump had
Suck your way to the top.
okay, good for her.
It's a New York Times bestseller. I'm positive it's going to be.
Good for her. And then
Kamala
Trump,
Harris, sucking
Trump
your way to the top.
fingered his way all the way because
He
Daddy
said
had
grabbing him in the Punansky.
good for
Having
him.
good times in Russia with some golden
Oh, you believe the
showers.
golden shower story?
I mean, why not?
good
It
for-
sounds believable.
Good for him if you like golden
Sounds
showers.
like something he'd do.
It's
don't know.
not like normal.
Don't get the back of my
Everybody's
head.
got their
normal.
thing.
Urine? I don't know, man. That's stretching it. But maybe.
I personally wouldn't, but
Maybe.
it doesn't mean-
Pick up chicks
Fucking
with
Trump's
that
a weird
shit.
dude, man.
You never know.
I don't know.
Okay, but so you would have voted for we hadn't.
Oh, Yang.
Said yang a dang
Okay.
dang.
I would have voted for Yang. Only because I think even though a lot of the candidates this time around on the Democratic side were very
There was a lot of them.
first of all, there was a lot of them. And second of all, they were very, very left leaning, like more so than I think we've seen at all. And I think part of that is because of Bernie Sanders. He garnered such a huge following.
Yeah, he really
in the
exposed
last
how they'll
election.
just turn and take on it.
Exactly.
They'll go any
He
direction.
probably had
they-
30% no matter what, right?
Yeah, I mean,
within the
probably.
Democratic vote, not
Right.
30% of the U.S.
Right. He
And I
was-
get it.
yeah.
for
Where is he now?
$40 an hour. I'm not for $40 an hour minimum.
But where is he now?
What are you talking about?
When's the last time
What do you
heard
think he's
his name?
doing?
Do you
He's
watch
having
the news?
Bagels and
Do you watch the news? Where is he?
He's getting ready for Passover.
Is he Jewish?
It's where they eat the dreidel and the matzo balls. Something like that. It's something to do with that. I'm well versed in all religions. So Passover's coming.
My point is, what was my point?
I don't know, man.
dude.
I don't know, dude.
It was a good point, and I had a great argument.
It was fantastic.
We'll take your word for it.
And the reality, if we rewind, let's rewind the tape and play it again. My point was, Cuomo
Is an asshole.
lifted up by
Meghan
at
Markle.
the time.
Meghan Markle. Markle.
Actually were pushing him to take over the Democratic candidacy for the United States, for the president of the United States. You cannot. You got to remember
said the
that.
presidency, the candidacy of the presidency of the candidacy.
Have you seen the president? I can say
Presidency.
I can make mistakes every other sentence and get away with it.
Like a
He should be
weatherman.
president.
They
like a
wanted
weatherman.
Cuomo to run for president. You remember that?
But then they turned on him.
I remember he was
You
kind of-
remember his popularity?
Yeah.
You
Look, I'm here to tell you.
understand?
He didn't get kicked out because he was doing the hashtag Me Too stuff.
Right.
They knew that he was gaining too much power within the DNC, and it was looking like he was a lock, man, for the next one. And they all got together and said, DNC said, no, he's not our guy. Let the information come out. We're not going to stop it.
No, it happened after the election. I disagree.
No, I'm
totally.
saying for the next election.
Next one. Fuck it. They wanted
He
him
was
to be
looking
this
to run for president the next time.
They wanted
24.
him to be president this time.
You're probably right
Some
because it
people
was.
No, I remember. I was like,
But did the DNC want it?
they had.
They are the
they did not.
overlords.
I don't.
If
I'm
they
not in
wanted
those
it, it would have
meetings.
happened.
Trust me, they're
The
not going
DNC
to let me into those
overlords.
meetings.
We'll have to put that one on YouTube.
Did the DNC know that he had fondled a bunch of girls and they were going to come out?
You got to know they did.
I think they
There's
did.
no way they didn't.
What are you talking? What are you talking about? I didn't fondle nothing.
So what?
She sat in my lap. I don't care. She was 12, 10. I don't know.
Here's a question. What does the DNC benefit by letting the girls, women, come out against Cuomo? Because they think, why would they let that happen?
Probably because it's real and they want to expose it.
Right.
Why didn't they expose it before the election cycle? If they're so smart and everybody knows
They
everything,
just turned
and it's
on
a
their guy.
conspiracy.
They turned on Cuomo. They just did.
I don't
He was
know.
supposed to be like secretary of whatever the fuck. Remember?
We already said all politicians do what they do. They're like rock
They're in
stars.
the-
They do that stuff. So that being said, they knew his background, but they decided to let the information come out.
Right.
And then when all the mainstream media turned on him, it was like game over, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody big wants you out.
See, I disagree. I think they always knew this about Cuomo. The local press did, but they're Democrats in New York, and they don't want to let that information out.
One of those girls might have gotten a good lawyer.
So one of those girls saw what? Fucking dollar signs.
Oh,
So
you're gonna go to that route, huh?
So all of a
You're
sudden,
going that route?
yeah, fuck yeah.
Hashtag not me.
So
too.
you've got this girl doing Me Too,
Right.
and she's getting
Dude.
press and getting money, and then this
I'm with
girl
the-
comes out, and then this girl comes out.
You gotta.
They
you
were
gotta take
always there.
I'm here to tell you, if the girl comes out with something, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretty much believe it, and go
Until
check
proven- right.
and do some
Right.
investigation into it. And they say that the people on this show lean one direction, but not on that, because
daughters.
Okay,
we do have daughters, and it really does wake you up.
okay, let me wake you up with this statement. So what Cuomo did, and I've paid attention because I hate the fucker.
That's good.
What
That's healthy.
he
That's
did-
healthy behavior.
What he did was nothing.
I know. I've made bad
Compared
jokes
to
like that.
Clinton.
I've really made some bad jokes
Nothing.
like he did. And I got to be honest with you, with the sausage stuff at that gala or whatever it was, fundraiser.
You could be accused
Dude,
of that.
I've said that to so many chicks, women, joking. So I'm not going to bust his chops on it, and I did not want them to eat my sausage, but it's just funny when you say sausage. It's just funny.
It is be fucked if you run for office.
But the weird thing is, the way he
bring
said
him on,
it,
because there's all kinds of women that'll bury me.
I get why the girl was creeped out. He was doing the sausage jokes with a straight face. And like Mr. Big, the bad guy, the super sinister bad guy.
But he did.
And it just was creepy.
No, and she felt like he wanted to sleep with her. And that's not the end of the world.
That's what he was going for.
The governor wants to sleep with you. That's not the end of the world.
Hello, governor.
That's not prosecutable, sweetheart.
Sausage.
Sweetheart, that's a derogatory meaning. So, but she's bringing all this stuff. So what I think he did makes me laugh because he got in trouble for it.
You're a misogynistic, toxic, masculine piece
Did
of
he
do
shit. What Clinton did?
How dare you?
No.
How dare you?
No. And did Clinton get in the same amount of trouble?
You don't know what Wes has been through in his life. How dare you?
No.
You don't know what he's been through.
So did Trump rape anybody?
Oh, we're back with the R word.
Did Trump
it just doesn't do well with the listeners.
Body.
You know, you would have to.
They would have come forward.
Did somebody say that?
Oh, wait, that's a joke there. There's a joke in there.
Come forward.
Bing, bong, bing.
So, I guess my question is
this offensive enough for everyone?
Yeah, that's the definition of power of pessimism.
Amen,
I'm
brother.
looking at the negative, trying to find the positive.
If you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, and let's call a rape a rape. I didn't see anybody rape anybody.
Yeah, again, he said it again.
I mean, Clinton didn't rape anybody. Cuomo didn't rape anybody. Trump didn't rape anybody. Actually, Clinton was accused of raping that beautiful woman that was an actress, and she was.
I'm going to rape you if you don't stop talking about rape.
And they actually shut her down. What's her name?
Are you not talking about his assistant, Monica Lewinsky, or
no, somebody else in the back when he was governor, and he got in the back of the limo, and he fucked her, and she was like, "I didn't want to."
Are you talking about Jennifer Flowers?
No. This was an actress, a beautiful actress, and we can go back and look it up.
Her.
Fact check that. Who did Bill Clinton rape in Arkansas as governor, as in the back of the limo? He's going to figure that out in a minute.
Take a ride.
My point is,
mind giving me your underwear?
My point is, was Trump worse than them?
I don't know, but this whole topic is just going downhill.
No, but was he treated? Was he treated worse?
Elizabeth Warren Grace?
Elizabeth Warren?
Elizabeth Ward Grayson.
Yeah, great.
37-year-old actress and former Miss America.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
She might have been acting like she wanted some Clinton.
And they shut her up.
Oh, they'll do that.
Okay. So we can get off the subject. My point is, Cuomo fucking sucks. They wanted him as president.
And then the
only reason, did they turn on him?
Look at it. Just look at the narrative. All the mainstream media has turned on him. DNC turned on him. That's my take.
You think they knew it the whole time?
No, I just think they got tired of him. He was probably a dick. Oh, they're like, shut the fuck up. He gets an Emmy and he can't shut up. They're like, this guy, we can't deal with this guy. Now his brother.
Can they retract the Emmy now?
With their nipple rings.
The fucking morons.
Bunch of meathead, greased up, bone job jabronis.
How can people like that build what is considered to be
the greatest, the fucking mafia, my friend?
The greatest city in
Mario
America.
Cuomo, his father, was good with the businesses and the unions, my friend.
I used to love going to New York, but never again.
I love New York City. What? That's one of the greatest cities in the world.
Go feel the vibe.
Absolutely. Yes, you should.
Feel the vibe, but understand Cuomo's behind the whole fucking thing.
Goddamn Cuomo ruining everything.
He's a fucking goomba loser. Yeah. And those people...
He's fucking with the weather, too, there.
Have the fucking gall to call me and you, who live in Louisiana...
Glib.
A fucking dumbass who doesn't know a goddamn hole in the wall.
All I would say is, hey, get back in your apartment, shut the fuck up, and stay there for 6 months.
Go.
While we go have Mardi Gras.
Yeah, by the way, hey, Hey, CC Ryder, can we look this up? Is America about to hit a shortage in vinyl?
Interesting.
Can we look that up?
We're hitting shortages in like everything. We were talking about this before we
It's
started.
gonna affect me and you.
It's already affecting us. Like, I work for an IT company and we provide computer equipment for a lot of people, and we have like architects and any kind of computer-aided design type oriented people, engineers, things like that use AutoCAD. We got to give them computers, but there's a silicon shortage right now, right? We can't get graphics
silicon.
And I want
Silicon.
to. I want to. After you finish, say some stuff.
cards. Okay. Well, what you got? I mean, that's basically it's
Well,
silicon
Right
shortage.
that.
Okay,
Right.
apparently the IT industry, as we all know, is exploding, blowing up, Silicon Valley, yada, yada. Well, here's the thing, man. In America and on the planet, but in America, and they learned it from, who was J.P. Morgan, create
that
scarcity on anything that is moving,
Right.
its supply and demand. And that is what this is. There's an abundance of all of this stuff out there. In business,
disagree.
in corporations, you create a demand by cutting the supply.
Oh, yeah.
Then you go up on the price. Bing, bong, bing.
Well-
It's simple economics, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that has something to do with it, but at the same time, what happened was because of COVID, a lot of manufacturers of computer components bet that demand would be down.
And they couldn't go to work at the warehouse to produce the stuff.
That's right. So the demand was the opposite. People are at home, they're getting on Zoom meetings, and they're playing video games all day, watching Netflix, whatever.
Good point.
So demand went up for computer components, especially graphics cards. And that's not what the graphics card manufacturers bet on.
I bet China doesn't have a shortage. I'm not kidding.
No, they do. Everyone does. That's the thing.
I think
So
China does have. That's the problem.
China's the only manufacturer of these chips. There's one company that
they cornered the market.
manufactures. That's right. There's two. There's Samsung and some Chinese company that manufactures the components that go into every graphics card.
I think
ever.
the
Highway.
Poontang is the name of the company.
No, it's not
Bang,
Huawei.
bang, bang.
Huawei.
It's not Huawei. They
Bang.
manufacture mobile phones.
Bang Poon
networking
Industries.
equipment. But anyway, there's these two companies, and both of them have fulfilled their orders for the next 2 years. They're booked up, and they're working at 100% capacity. So
They need to go to 110.
they're actually Samsung is building a new factory in the United States, and
These
so
go
is
to 11.
Apple is also building a chip silicon factory.
I
in
heard
the
that
United
here in
States.
the U.S.
It won't be done for another 2 years. So
I'm
we're
glad
not
to
gonna
see
be-
that Chinese company coming back to America.
Yeah, well, Samsung is coming back. The Chinese company's staying in China.
And Apple.
You mean Apple?
And Apple.
I'm talking about Apple.
Oh, Apple, yeah. Okay.
Apple, yes.
And Apple needs to be here to escape the what do you call it? Espionage.
Things you see in them all. Things people shoot each other over.
Commercial espionage.
Things you do an AR-15.
Commercial espionage.
Right.
What do you call it?
Corporate
Business
espionage.
corporate.
Yeah,
Espionage.
sure.
But I mean, my
That's not going to stop that.
my ask is, if the pandemic was real,
Did you eat it?
Is it not?
I think it was manufactured.
Oh, you're one of
Coming
those
straight out of
people.
Wuhan.
Yeah.
baby.
Oh,
So-
man.
You believe it came from a bat?
Jesus.
Come on, man. A bat?
No, I don't believe it came from a bat. I don't believe it was
came from a
manufactured either. I
pterodactyl.
believe it's just a fucking virus. It's a virus, all right?
No.
Where's
It
the
was
flu
a
come
virus.
from?
Well, ground zero. The
it was a
Wuhan lab
manu-
is right
it
at
was a-
ground
it's
zero.
Not manufactured.
Yes, it
It's
was.
totally
No,
manufactured.
it's not.
It was
You guys are idiots.
manufactured and it got
Totally
out,
100%.
and then the
Oh my
Chinese
God.
didn't handle it, and it.
By
got
the way, we're
worldwide.
I agree
25
with
years
you on that
smarter
point.
than Wes.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It
agree
was
that the China-
manufactured.
Wes
No,
is a baby. He doesn't
manufactured.
understand.
Dude, we can
He
have
still believes in Santa
smallpox.
Claus.
Holy shit.
Okay, wait.
Wes,
let
the
me-
Easter
let me
Bunny
just
is
say-
not going to bring you a basket.
What?
Let me tell you a quick story. Wes, don't use his name.
We're destroying narratives.
So 20 years ago, when I worked for that company,
When you were 50?
yeah, when I was only 50, and I said,
This
"What
is
are
where
we?
let's just start beating
Pharmaceuticals.
each other up, man.
What are
Let's
we-
just start ragging on each other.
What are we bidding on here?" And they said, "Well, it is a furnace that handles burning what do you call it? Biological stuff.
Right.
And I said,
We're looking up the vinyl shortage.
but it was
by
for
way.
the DOD.
Thank you.
DOD. And I was like,
Okay.
well, wait.
Department of
What does that
Domes.
mean? And he said,
It's like your dad, but it's Dodd.
Bing
Yeah.
bong bing.
and I said, wait, why would the Department of Defense need a incendiary? What do you call it?
Incinerator.
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 And he said, well, it's
Sound it out.
Well,
Sound it out.
What
Use
was
your
my name?
words.
You need to beat that out. Beep,
Are you hooked
beep.
on phonics? Just sound it out, Johnny. Just sound it out.
I'm trying. Wait, listen. Wait, this is real.
Little Johnny's
this
hooked on
actually
phonics.
happened. And I said, so you are building 7 of, I think it was 7 of these things
Sure.
across the United States,
Right.
right next to a
Pharmaceutical
Nursery
company?
school.
a Department of Defense
Missile silo?
storage facility. And I said,
massage power.
well, what are they burning? And he said, well, according to the treaty
sex?
of whatever, we had to burn smallpox and all this other shit, like stuff you hear that happened in World War II,
Right.
which fucking happened.
What
The
happened? It
Geneva
happened.
Convention happened, and now we got to get rid of all the shit that we,
Yeah,
all the
like,
research.
It's
and
like
materials.
AIDS or whatever they had
Right.
in
Oh,
for
canisters.
chemical
Oh yeah,
warfare.
chemical warfare.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And they were like,
Oh,
"Dude,
what's that?
no."
That
this
was
is it."
more like genital warfare.
Fucking cyanide.
and so
Damn AIDS.
that aspect of
Right.
that was shocking to me that the U.S. participated in things that we blame other people
Oh,
for.
are you kidding me? That's like not even the tip of the iceberg. Are
So-
you familiar with Project MK Ultra?
Absolutely.
No, what is that?
Are you? Because I am totally inside out, upside
Tell me.
down.
Well, you're probably more familiar than I am. So
We'll
Don't
talk
lie
about
to
it
me.
next time.
Don't
We'll
tell
talk
me-
about it next time.
next time on Power of Pessimism.
Yeah, we'll talk about some
Project
MK Ultra
Ultra.
and some bisexual alien abductions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, wait. Okay, so wait. If that's what that's about, but you got to finish my conversation.
got
About the
first.
bisexual.
Project
something
Blue
different.
Book. You've
So
got all kinds
selling,
of stuff.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
selling fittings and valves to a company that goes in and burns
Yes.
chemical weapons
Right.
that the United States are destroying due to a treaty.
Right.
Hey, you got something in front
That
of you
means
there, champ.
that everybody else has them too.
Well, that's part of the
God
thing.
damn. I
So
thought we were the only
Wuhan-
ones.
So Wuhan was just a mistake that they didn't mean to happen.
You think that was from a lab in Wuhan?
Yes. You're going to
Oh,
get
yeah,
that
no doubt.
information. It's coming.
Oh, I've seen it.
Remember, they said it was a bat and they backed off of that. Then they said, okay, they said it came from that seafood. What was it? Seafood market.
My question is, how the fuck can you tell where it came from?
Ground zero, first person that hit the ground is right outside of that seafood market and the Wuhan lab building. It is walking
So that's
distance.
conclusive evidence that it was manufactured, is what you're saying.
But it came from the Wuhan lab that's doing all the research on it right now.
Okay, so
That's where the first one was.
virology research lab is one thing, but manufacture of global pandemic is a complete.
Oh yeah, your mind's you're gonna have to peel the onion slowly on this one.
I don't see it.
Because
I think
yeah,
you
it was
guys
in the
are
United States.
stretching.
It was in North Carolina. That's where they were working on it. Obama administration and those guys said, "Get that shit
I
out of
forgot
here."
my tinfoil hat at home, guys. I'm sorry.
He said, "Get it out of here." You got to dig it up, dude.
Mostly wood.
It's real stuff.
I've
It's about-
seen the
it's about
quote
halfway
unquote
down.
evidence that everyone's been saying that it's a manufactured drug in Wuhan, China, and like no.
You mean
That's-
virus?
I'm not sure if it was manufactured.
drug, I'm sorry.
It was more so was being worked on in the lab, and it was released from the lab or accidentally released.
It left the base, the military base in North Carolina. They
Okay.
sent it to Wuhan.
I don't.
The way you just said it makes it sound like it was an accident.
It
I think it
probably
was.
was.
I think they were studying stuff. And
I don't know if they
Okay.
were like, yeah.
Well, that's not the
it's-
framing
I
that
don't
I
think anybody
saw
wants
online.
to do that.
Yeah, the framing that I
Maybe the
saw
Chinese,
on
though.
everything that you're talking about, where it
Sneaky
came from a
little shits.
Wuhan lab and virology or whatever, has been that it was completely intentional and they were developing a bioweapon that's the coronavirus. That's what I've seen, and that's what I
Heard a
said
lot of
was
people
just
that
bullshit.
do think
Have
like
you seen
that.
the videos of the lab guys, the actual viral lab, where the guy, the docs, the researchers go out?
We'll give them the iPad.
They actually go to the caves, to the bat caves, and study viruses.
Right.
It was actually put out by the Wuhan Viral Lab years before this happened. So they do go looking for these viruses.
Right.
And so I think it was probably released at some point
Well, most
by accident.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
could be
going to
the
go
case.
there. I'm not going to go there like it was, yeah.
Okay, so then I have a misunderstanding then, because I thought you guys were saying that it was completely intentional and they were researching, these epidemiologists were researching these viruses to use as a bioweapon against,
I'll tell you
I
what
don't think
China
they're- I don't think they're that
did
good
do.
yet.
China, couple of things they did do. They talked about it and they blew it up. They sensationalized it. Then they, then they kind of, stopped worrying about it. Oh, it burns. They stopped worrying about it. They had their Wuhan,
Right.
Nebworth size giant. They weren't worried about it, but they still acted like they were. So we would be worried about it because none of that made the mainstream media. But it's real. The giant party in Wuhan. No social distancing. But hey, you know what? I applaud them. Whatever. If you're not scared, do whatever you got to do. But they made it. They scared the planet. They did a scare tactic on the planet, I feel like. Just kind of psychological psyops warfare kind of.
But they made people sick.
I mean, the thing's real.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
You weren't saying, I wasn't here for a minute.
Yeah, you were digging in those chips, my good man.
having too much fun in them Funyuns.
Too much. You can't have fun without Funyuns.
Ooh. Let's have a brief message from our sponsors. If you're interested in placing an advertisement on the Power of Pessimism podcast, contact ads@pessimism.show.
Hey, man. Kennedy.
Hello.
I'm going to put you up to the mic to rock and roll. We're calling you for the High Tide Hunting Club report. Turkey report. Aren't you in the middle of Texas or heading that way?
Well, yeah, we're looking at the Big I, headed west right down to San Antonio. Hopefully get a couple of Rios, maybe an Axis. I don't know. We're going to give it a hell, though.
Right on.
The Axis are all dead. Tell him.
Well, I
the
saw that
freeze.
on TV. We are all the Axis are dead, but maybe next year.
No. That's all them Axis that people had, the pins. The pin race was we go after the free range. We
There you
like
go.
our beef, organic, and wild.
Just like your women at the High Tide Hunting Club. Do y'all who can do a turkey call?
That's pretty
Damn good.
But he can't hear that, can he?
Y'all got going.
He's got one going, but you can't hear it because of the reverse.
There it is.
Oh.
Right on.
Tell him that I got.
That sounded like a 9-pound female. Is that close?
Tell him.
Right about where Big Money likes them, right?
Tell
Yeah,
him,
okay.
Tell him that I had
GQ wants to say something.
two birds on the ground.
Yeah, 2 birds on the ground.
I had another one in sights, but let him go because he was young.
He had another one in sight, but he let him go because he's merciful.
In one day.
He's a hunter with a heart.
He's a hunter with a heart.
A hunter with, that was the only bird left.
Wild turkey hunter, that's better. It is better than sex in those states,
And where do you like to do it? Where are you heading right now?
I'm headed down to Bernie, Texas.
Oh, that's the hill country. Beautiful stuff.
Yep. Anyway,
And
we're driving on. We gonna make it there.
all right, well, we'll call you on the next go round, and you can give us a full report of how many you slaughtered down there, and then the next High Tide Fishing Club report.
Well, I will tell you this about the water down south. The tide is very high. You can't even get in the water without your ducks floating.
Okay,
With my what floating?
without your ducks floating,
What are my ducks?
your dove's breast. I don't know.
But remember, man, the black drum run of 21 is happening right now. All the black drum you want on the beaches of Cameron Parish.
All
Normandy.
right,
Beaches of Normandy.
You can have it. Right.
Beaches of Normandy.
got to get that mic up in there. All right, well, thank you. And we'll catch back up with you on the next go round with the High Tide Hunting Club report.
Wait, before you
All right,
go.
man, y'all take it easy.
Hey, he's got one more
One
thing.
more thing.
QQ. He loves to talk
Tell
turkey.
him my brother-in-law.
I can't hear him.
Tell him my brother-in-law
My brother-in-law, he says,
killed an Osceola
killed an Osceola in
2
the
days
areola
ago. 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Oh man, but
Big-
we'll be down. We'll be down in Florida at the end of April chasing our Osceolas.
Yes. Let's
okay.
go get some areolas down there.
Hey,
With some rattlesnakes.
Miami has some nice areolas. I've been there.
Yes. Wasn't she a character in a Disney movie? The little one under the sea or whatever. So her name was Areola.
She had the blue dress.
You know, that character in the Disney stuff. Anyway, I digress. All right. Okay. Thank you, man. And we're going to catch back up with you. Kitty D in the report.
Pedophile.
Roger, thank you.
Pedophiler.
I'm thinking.
All right. Go bang some turkeys this weekend, baby. Bang them
gobble.
and dang them. Later.
Gobble some jizz.
All right. And that concludes the report. What do y'all think, man? Let me see if I have-
Sports. We covered sports.
We did. We covered a lot of silly things. I'm going to the Miko Autumn Auction in Houston, April 8th.
I'm going turkey hunting April.
That's going to be
3rd.
awesome. You're going turkey hunting again? You're going to slay them like you did?
Those dragons need to be killed.
Yeah, they're killers, man. Everybody knows about the turkey death rise in America.
When I killed that last turkey, I opened up its belly and it had 3 children. And
Well, you're cutting down on the turkey population.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Because I am
Well, thank you.
a savior.
You know, people say that about you. They say you're the best.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they really mean it. Let's see. And I think
Suckers.
we've covered what good deed have you done lately. That'll be
Wait.
for next time. Has anybody
Wait.
done anything good?
Is it too late?
No, it's not too late.
What good deed have you done?
Okay. You want to listen?
I'm listening.
We're all ears.
Yes.
So I live kind of next to a hospital.
Sorry.
Ew.
Is that part of the process?
That was
So I live next to a hospital, and there is a walkway in the
interesting.
hospital across, to the parking lot. And I
Fascinating.
passed this. Did I say this earlier?
The bridge thing, the walk.
There's a,
What
Yes.
is it?
a
A sky
bridge
bridge.
made of concrete.
Yeah, but on the floor, on the street, there's a walkway. You're supposed to stop.
Oh,
for
a
people
crosswalk.
walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
The one
I'm
they've got
driving.
destroyed.
Passed that on the way over.
I'm on the phone. Yeah. I'm on the phone and I see this woman in the crosswalk.
Right.
Well, so I have to stop. Are you
No. I'm just
fucking with me?
gonna,
Okay. And I'm thinking, I'm on the phone with someone and I said, "Hey, I have to get off. I gotta get out of
And
the car.
keep your hands off my goddamn wife.
Okay, exactly. And I was like, okay, I've got to go help this woman up off the street.
Oh,
and they
it was
said,
like that?
Wait, what?
They-
and I said,
she fell?
yes.
Oh.
So she was in the crosswalk in the street.
Oh, no.
And I kind
Jeez.
of parked my truck sideways so people would understand something's wrong.
Right.
And I was like, I hop out of the car and I'm like, how do you handle this? I've done it a couple times in my life with horrible accidents I've driven up on. It is not cool. And I wasn't sure if this person has a heart attack, broken leg. I didn't know. So I'll go up to her and she has a mask on and I did not, which was important. She recognizes me. I don't know that she recognizes me. I don't know who she is. And I say, and there was a woman that was trying to help her up and kind of fell back down on the ground. It was kind of sad, right? And the woman's older, right? And I said, listen to me. I'm going to grab you on your back. I'm going to put my hand under your shoulder
Right.
and I'm going to pick you up because if I pick you up by pulling your arm, I'm going to pop your arm out of socket.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm thinking, I'm announcing what I'm about to do to this woman so she can't sue me for molesting her later.
Oh, no. There's Good Samaritan laws in Louisiana.
Okay, so I'm protected?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you stop to help somebody and you are purely, verifiably and with witnesses only trying to help and something bad happens to that person because of what you've done,
Right.
they can't sue you for
Well,
that.
Let me just tell you, it was on my mind. And so the woman that was across her, and I said, you pull her up by her arm slowly.
Right.
I'm going to pick her up. okay, and we're going to stand her on her feet.
Right.
Now, the woman on the ground still has her mask all the way across her face, right? She has white hair, and she's looking at me, and I sort of recognize her.
Okay.
Sort of. And I'm like, okay, listen to me. So we're 1, 2, 3, and I pick her up, and I stand her up, and I say, all right, we're good? Everything's good?
Yeah.
And she looks at me, and the woman that helped her is like looking at me going, this is so strange. And then the woman who I helped up pulls her mask down. She's a friend of mine. And I was like, wait a minute.
Truth be told, she's an ex-lover.
She's, I love this lady. And I didn't recognize her because she had cancer and she lost all her hair. When it came back white. And I didn't recognize that, but her eyes I kind of recognized, and when she pulled her face down, I thought it was funny. Good Samaritan.
Good job.
Yeah.
I know I've done some stuff. I just
A good.
can't think of it at the moment.
The question was it?
Oh, I know what I did.
Always stop and help the old lady.
Absolutely.
The other day, this little family walks into the little store, the Stop and Rob. And the little kids were like looking at like,
You're there?
Can I get this? Can I get one of these? Can I get one of those? Can I get one of these? And so I looked at one of the things. They wanted maybe some giant Twix or something.
Sure.
And chips and something else. And I remember how exciting that was as a kid. So when they walk up to the thing, I grabbed 2 of the things they wanted.
What?
And went up there and threw them on the counter with my stuff. And I asked the mom, I said, is it okay? I said, I just want to give them, because they seem like sweet kids, which they were. They were cute little.
They were
Little-
begging for shit.
Little African-American kids that just, you could tell they were just bursting with personality. It was totally cute. So hooked them up, and man, those kids thought it was like Christmas, man. That made my total day.
There you go.
And the mom was even like, oh, hey, that's nice. Thank you.
Good.
And those kids was like, got chocolate and chips and a Coke.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
back in the day, that was a big ass deal.
Good. What did you do, Boy Scout?
Yeah, man, top that killer.
Today? Is this
Any
today
day.
or
I
just
saved
like
a nun
recent?
You have to do something good.
from
for
certain
somebody.
death.
I said did not save a nun.
It was,
I've never done that. I specifically didn't save. No, I'm just kidding.
that's for another show.
About to get hit by a bus, and I was like, I'm gonna let that. No, I'm just
Bing
kidding.
bong bing. He's not Catholic.
Here comes
Not
a
anymore,
bird.
that's for sure. She's
The podcast
distract
on
her.
Catholicism and nuns.
I happened to be in the right place at the right time the other day. I was in DeRitter of all places. Ugh.
Ritter, Louisiana.
White
Bing,
supremacist.
ding, 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 dong, bong, bong, bing.
Right. Exactly. That's how you say DeRitter. That's the correct pronunciation.
Ritter, bong, ding, ding, dong, dong, bong, ding, bing, 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 bing. It's Louisiana.
It's either
Just
that
like
or just
Quincy.
Dritter.
Is that how they do it?
Dritter. I live in Dritter.
You're right. I've
Right?
heard that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Ew.
Dong, ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Anyway.
that reminds me that I have a client.
Mhm.
Husband is in Iraq.
Oh shit! Ignore that.
Ignore that.
Nah.
Wait, how did you hit that?
I
There's
didn't.
a timer?
No.
False alarm, ladies and gentlemen. We're going for another 2 hours.
I am about to tell a story about a woman.
Let's just get a shitload of content and then just
Have I
put it
sa-
out
Wait,
whenever.
have I told you all this? Because I don't want to upset your DeRitter story. But
Please tell me that one.
it was. So this girl,
Hopefully
woman,
it wasn't recording the whole time.
That's my point.
has a 2-year-old.
Thank
2-year-old. I didn't know she was pregnant when I first, after the storm. Oh, Jesus Christ!
We got it. We got it.
Jesus!
Clean up on aisle 4. Why do you always get the defective ones?
Dude, why do you fall
Producer
down?
Wes his chair almost broke out from under
I
him.
was fine.
So,
That's why you don't get to sit the 3.
Yeah, it's defective.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, clearly.
bad design.
husband is...
Sorry, my husband.
No, her husband
Oh.
is in Iraq right now.
Ouch.
Right now.
Could be worse, dude. You could be in Iraq. I say it all the time.
She had
shit.
There's like 2,800 troops there.
God
Check
bless
me if
those
I'm
people,
wrong.
man. Jeez Louise.
There's not that many people in Iraq. He's one of them. His wife is from Homa. She has a 2-year-old, and she just had a baby.
Was he in Iraq when she got pregnant?
No. Because
that happens a lot.
He couldn't come home for the baby, and he is
that's a bummer.
sweetheart of a guy, and she is as calm as a human being can be.
The mother instincts pop
And
in.
I went in there the other day.
Mine
and I was
came out
like,
years ago.
Are you okay? She's like, I'm fine. She has a baby on her shoulder with a 2-year-old hanging out. I was like,
Hanging out of what?
well, you think about it. I got to do sheetrock work on her house. I ain't going over there to fuck her life up.
Holy shit.
It is crazy. Crazy situation. So you think you have it bad. She is at home with a newborn, with a 2-year-old, husband's in Iraq,
Roll Tide.
with damage in her house because of 2 storms. Bless her heart.
That's,
She has a fucking attitude of a champion.
I can't
That's
imagine.
crazy.
And I want to do everything for
That's
her.
inspirational.
It is inspirational, and you should all meet her, and maybe we'll invite her over to the house one
Yeah.
night, and we'll have dinner, and you'll meet her, and you'll say,
Is she nice? Is she
What a
pretty?
nice person.
You know.
she's better than I
Got a
am.
lot of stuff
yeah,
going
she's
on.
pretty, and she's nice, and she's
pretty.
yeah.
All right. Well, I might have
I
some
mean, you might, but I'm telling you, her husband is just as,
Of course.
and he's in the military.
Big
and
badass. Do you know what
and
branch he's
I
in?
Yeah,
Which branch
he's in
of the
Army.
government?
Army.
The
Yeah.
Army.
Not the Marines.
Wow, man, they're all awesome. Army Rangers, badasses, all that stuff.
I love the fact that
We need them all.
I love the fact that we're trying to help her on her terms because dude, their house. I put a roof on their house. It was incredible.
How's her project coming? Good. She's good.
I only do what is okay to do at the time.
During stuff.
No, with the baby. I can't create a bunch of dust.
And yeah.
I'm
See, and this is what we're dealing with down here in Louisiana.
Yeah,
That's kind of
that's a
stuff
good
we're
point.
dealing with. We're sheetrocking houses while new babies are in there, and you're lucky to have a house.
And you're lucky to have a contractor who's able to seal your attic up from the cold.
So the rest of America and Europe and the planet, whenever you think of the toughest motherfuckers on the planet, it's the Louisianians. You can damn well book that shit. Damn right.
No.
Yeah,
no.
you're right, motherfucker.
No,
Yes.
it's Andrew Cuomo because he had to deal with all those fucking derelicts growing up. Because that's
his
who those
Goomba-
people are.
Bring his Goomba ass down here.
That's who those people are.
One mosquito.
Stick him
his
in the
blood
middle of
is-
New Orleans and let see what happens.
You
Yeah.
think he'd just get eaten alive?
As long as you told
Oh,
the
yeah.
right groups, he was there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Welcome
I'm
to Lake
talking
Charles,
trash. I
Louisiana.
don't know anything.
Welcome to Lake Charles, Louisiana, where type A personalities come to fucking drown.
And podcasts never get launched.
If you aren't a AAA type personality, you can't get a fucking word in here because you're too slow.
I'm going to say it now. No one ever got famous on a podcast from Lake Charles, Louisiana, ever.
That's not true. We have proof from that.
Ever.
They have the top 20 podcasts. Not us.
Oh, they don't count.
Oh. No,
Because they're
we're,
religious.
we're the top grossing podcast on Alpha Centauri right now.
That's what I heard.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
In the Crab Nebula?
That's right. Yeah.
I
heard.
knew those beings understood what we were talking about.
We're just really popular with bisexual aliens, so you'll have
Fantastic.
to stay tuned to hear about that.
I thought that was next podcast.
That is. No, well, we're going to talk about that, but next podcast, so stick around.
Bisexual alien abductions and the problems they cause in families.
Okay,
Right.
I'm about to write this down. So our next podcast, we're going to cover
Bisexual aliens.
Immigration. Did it get better?
And dwarf serial killers.
We can cover that, but
They're
it's
not
going to be a
politically
short.
correct.
It'll be a short conversation.
All right.
Holy shit! Did you
Fantastic.
hear
Good
that?
stuff.
Oh,
We'll also cover how Cinnamon Toast Crunch is now including free cinnamonized
Yeah, the shrimp tails.
in their cereal.
wait, shrimp tail?
That happened.
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
No.
So Cinnamon Toast Crunch apparently
I don't know if they.
Cinnamon shrimp tails.
There's
can't
some
be
guy
real.
just found like a few shrimp tails in their cereal box and posted it online.
Oh,
And
that
that's
was
this
a
huge
fuck
meme.
you from somebody in the
Put
factory.
them in your
Mate,
bowl.
I don't know what
cover 'em
happened.
with milk. Cinnamon shrimp tails. Everyone loves them.
Was it General?
Dude,
Is
from
that General
Hasbro.
Mills? Is that a? I think it's General Mills. I don't
Here's
know.
a question, a real question. Have you ever opened up a product and found something in it that wasn't supposed to be?
Oh,
in it?
that's a good question.
Have you?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Let's give me a minute on that one.
Okay.
Not.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Did you?
Yes. My sister and I, we were all proud. We were going to help our mom make dinner. And so we opened up a can of green beans and we poured the can of green beans into the skillet to warm it up. And there was a cricket.
Oh, dead crickets.
It was a beautifully formed cricket. It wasn't rotten or anything. It was just sitting there like just looking at
It was,
me. And I
it was
like,
alive.
No, I mean, it was in a can forever.
It was looking at you.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit. So we had to get rid of the cricket. We had to
Oh,
get rid of the
man.
whole thing, you know?
You should have. So, wait, what did he come in? I wasn't paying attention.
Green beans.
Oh.
Very strange.
Ho,
G-Money,
ho, ho.
G-Money, I have an interesting story that
Yes.
I think.
Tell me.
You have a trigger. You talked about trigger words or things
Yes.
that bring you back in time, right? So I was at your house one time when I was a kid, right?
My
And-
house.
yes, and my brother and you were very good friends, right?
Yes, yes.
And so I don't know why I'm sitting in this back room when you walk into the garage.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure. It's kind of a hangout a room.
It was like the other living room.
Yeah. So I'm hanging out in there, and I'm looking around. and
I'm
I see-
dying to hear this.
I see a wine bottle on the table.
Yeah.
Right. And inside's a cockroach floating.
Oh.
It's about halfway.
Welcome
That's
to my
a
house.
trigger for me. You talked about triggers the other day, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so that is a trigger. I see
That-
that cockroach floating in the wine, half-drunk wine bottle. No idea how long that wine bottle's been there.
Who knows?
It scarred you.
And not in a bad way. I was just like,
But it's like, who are these people who have a fucking wine bottle? I get it.
Curiosity
I need
killed
to
a
know this
cockroach.
guy.
I get it.
Oh,
I
that
get
was
that.
like you didn't really know him that good.
No, that was my brother's.
Yeah.
G Money was my brother's.
Yeah, hey,
good
man,
buddy.
hey, you want some wine?
Oh, dude.
I had a friend down the street, and I walked into his house. And there was a difference between a wood cockroach and the smaller ones. The wood cockroach is very big. The small ones we don't like.
Right.
The wood one, for some reason,
German cockroaches.
whatever they are, they're small. And I walked into Sean's house, and I was like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" I walked into the kitchen, and there were like cereal bowls and milk and shit.
False alarm, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, and you know what? Same thing. Roaches everywhere. Not like my house, but roaches everywhere because they couldn't afford
Free
to
cockroaches.
spray.
Are
No,
not the,
the
bad
little
ones.
Big
Yeah,
boys.
The,
The
Germans.
little
Germans
ones are
bad.
gross.
The German
Germans
cockroaches.
are
The
bad.
worst.
And then I was always like, oh man, that's funny that you tell me about that because we used to cockroaches all the time.
This was a
Big one.
outdoor cockroach.
A big
yes,
one.
which-
Yeah.
Those
And
giant ones.
then the other funny thing about that was I was so used to cockroaches, I just stepped on them and throw them in the whatever. And we had these French foreign exchange students,
Were they used to the cock?
Patrick,
Roach?
Patrick and Giselle.
Giselle?
And Giselle was not cute. And
Oh,
when
womp,
when we
womp.
put her to bed, we put her to bed in my room, and I had to sleep on the couch. And Mom and I like put Patrick and Giselle to sleep because they were about to go off to different places. We were, what do you call it when we were kids?
Did you get a last rub and tug
No, I tried.
before he left?
I was hoping. Oh, about her? No.
I meant her. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, her.
And Mom and I put them to sleep, and we go in the and we're
Or human trafficking.
Yeah.
we didn't make them.
Thinking back,
didn't
who
make
most
a
likely
fucking-
had sex with the exchange students, your dad or your mom?
We
Which
didn't-
one do you think?
But they didn't stay with us.
Because, dude, everyone knows that's why you
they were,
get
the,
exchange
they were the
students.
middleman.
We were a go-between. We were
Yeah.
the middleman. And,
Oh,
and-
maybe they made a commission.
Well, I was hoping to hook up with what's her name, Giselle. And I was sitting there, and Mom and I went in the kitchen like we were always till 2 a.m. My mom and I just talk all fucking night. we hear blood-curdling screams from Giselle, and we were like, what the hell?
It was the Frenchman standing over going,
we're in another country.
Rape.
Time for a rape. A rape again. It came up again. And Mom and
Pepe
I...
Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, Pepe. Yeah, well, that's...
He's banned.
That's,
yeah, he should be. He was just awful.
Fucking cancel
Rapist.
culture.
What did you call... He would be called
mon
a
chéri.
hands-on rapist.
He would be
whatever.
like Mon Chéri.
Okay.
He reminds us of one of our friends
So-
here in the neighborhood.
So Giselle is screaming.
Ep Stevens. Oh, Mon Chéri.
Delete that.
No. That's staying in.
No, beat that.
Don't worry,
But,
they don't listen. None of our friends listen anymore.
But wait, hey. And
It's over again.
And the roach has flown off the wall towards Giselle in the bed, and she is screaming, and I open the door, and there's a roach on the bed.
Dude.
Hey, dude, I lived in a low neighborhood.
Hey,
There
I
were a
can
lot
do
of
on the
roaches.
same note.
Roaches.
My brother-in-law is eating at the fanciest restaurant in the city. It's like in New Orleans or something. They're on a back patio. And a roach, giant one, shoots off of the tree on his face, walks in his mouth as he's eating. I'm not shitting y'all. I'm not kidding y'all.
That's a nightmare for me.
I didn't see it.
It's a
I didn't
nightmare.
see it, but
I don't think
It
that
really
big of a
happened.
deal.
I have a roach phobia.
and
Huge roach phobia.
oh, you and Elizabeth, man, you a girl that I know.
Yeah.
Hey, that
Huge.
E has a bird, roach, bug phobia, spider. Even she's
Roach
called me.
is off the charts.
It's just roaches.
Note to all the 12 listeners. Your wife has called me on 4 or 5
About
different
roaches?
occasions about I got to go over there and step on a spider. Shit you not.
I
I'm
believe
like,
it.
dude. You got to be kidding me. You got to be tougher than this, and she's not.
It's kind of cool for me though, because I'm not going to go beat up like the biggest guy at the bar, but
You'll
But-
kill a roach.
I can pick up a roach like a man, baby,
Who here can
like a
pick?
man.
I've picked up roaches.
Who here can pick up a
I was
snake?
like, you worried about this?
Now
little
that,
thing?
I fucking don't fuck with
I'll
snakes.
pick up
Okay.
a snake.
No,
You will?
snakes freak
They
me
don't
out.
bother
Oh, thank you.
See, this one will pick up a snake.
I can't do
see,
that shit.
You're
that's
fucked. And you won't touch a roach? You're
other
insane.
things that make my penis shrink.
You've got-
Rat tails. If I see a rat or a rat tail, oh, dude, it creeps me out
But mice
so bad.
are, mice
It's really
are
weird.
cute. Mice are cute.
different than a rat. Mice are like
Mice
tiny.
are cute. I think
Rat
in
are
a
like
past life,
fucking-
I got eaten by a rat.
Very
Really?
Or a
seldom,
chud, cannibalistic humanoid underground
chode?
dwellers.
very seldom do you
Chud.
run
You were
into
eaten by a chode?
No, well, Chud was
You've
an
eaten
80s
chode?
movie.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't do that kind of thing anymore.
a real rat. Very seldom.
I couldn't imagine a neutral rat down here in Louisiana that
Oh,
get
they're
60
huge.
They're all over
pounds.
the place.
Dude, if that walked up on me at the
It's
camp,
not a new. It's
I'd
not the
freak
same
out.
feeling.
No.
freak out.
Not the same feling.
And after I made advances on it and it denied them, then I would totally run or
What a
kill it.
bitch!
Okay, GQ.
What a bitch! All right, are you leaving?
Later, man.
Later, CC.
We got.
Hey,
Yeah,
come
it's time to
tomorrow
shut her
and fact-
down.
Come
Yeah.
tomorrow and fact check.
Shutting her down. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the podcast 21 and all of our guests tonight
21?
and co-host. Yeah,
It was 21. That's right.
it was 21.
Or not.
Dr. Johnny,
Yeah.
GQ, Wes, me, and who else? CC Ryder.
CC was here, yeah.
Who
All right.
am I?
Your
GQ.
GQ, Captain
Captain
Asshole,
There you go. I
Commander
like that
Penis Breath.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. That's probably our best social media there. Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcast, all the things. Pessimism.show.
We
Say
never
Facebook.
put out
Say
content.
Facebook.
Thank
Oh, yeah,
you.
Facebook.
one. Fuck Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are exaggerated for comedic effect and do not necessarily reflect those held by any involved parties, including the hosts, producer, or R&R Mobile Recording. The contents and audio of this episode are copyrighted by R&R Mobile Recording, except where audio excerpts are played, of which the copyright is displayed in the episode description. For more information, please visit our official website at pessimism.rrmobilerecording.com.